All right, I have a question. Who do you think has inhaled more CIA perfume? Me or Marilyn Monroe? At this point, I would probably say me. And guess what, motherfucker? I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Still alive.
One of the most famous stars in Hollywood history is dead at 36. Marilyn Monroe was found dead in bed under circumstances that were in tragic contrast to her glamorous career as a comic talent. On the surface, she seemed to have such a zest for life. Her international appeal took her from command appearances to the other side of the world and entertainment for Korean GIs. The star led a far from normal childhood and had 12 sets of foster parents, leading her to say in her last interview that she was never used to being happy, so it wasn't something she ever took for granted. She never let her personal feelings interfere with her job, and she was the idol of the GIs, the animation of Foxhole Dreams. She found no happiness in marriage. Her second husband was baseball immortal Joe DiMaggio, and that marriage ended as had her first in divorce. Her third husband was playwright Arthur Miller, and they too separated. Miss Monroe played in 23 films since her debut in 1950, films that grossed $200 million. The Golden Girl received 5,000 fan letters a week, and to those fans, she never let any personal problems dim her screen glamour. Despite flashes of temperament and tantrums, she turned in performances that kept her among the greatest box office favorites in motion picture history.
As the sun rose over Los Angeles, California, on the morning of August 5th, 1962, word had already spread that something was amiss at 12305 5th Helena Drive.
This is the secluded Spanish cottage in the exclusive Brentwood section of Los Angeles, where actress Marilyn Monroe died, but with sleeping pills near her bed.
The most famous woman on the planet was suddenly gone. The blonde bombshell, a sex symbol like no other. The film goddess was dead at 36. Her life and death would become an industry built on wish fulfillment, opportunism, and wild speculation. Was it an accident, a suicide, or was she murdered by the CIA, the Mafia, President John F. Kennedy, or his brother, the Attorney General?
Marilyn was killed by aliens from outer space. Marilyn was killed by Bobby Kennedy suffocating her. There are so many different stories.
The police report noted that on the nightstand there were about 15 bottles of medication, including a bottle of Nembutal, which should have contained about 50 pills.